This YouTube channel is dedicated to solving Sudoku without candidates. Learn more about solving without candidates at sudokuprimer.com. There you can find lots of other Sudoku information. You can download free blank Sudoku grids, learn about Sudoku myths and Sudoku history, and you can even create your own Wordoku puzzles there. In this video, we're going to look at the corner pattern and how it can help find numbers. We also find diagonal patterns, and diagonal patterns turn into corner patterns when twins are found, whether the twins can be solved or not. I'll show you how this is done as we get going. At the beginning, we can see there's a 1 that goes right there, and that creates what is called a corner pattern here in box 9. Now we can put a 1 here too. I'm going to throw that one in real quick. Now a corner pattern is where 4 numbers are bunched into the corner. This 2 doesn't have to be here for this to be a corner pattern. And what you can do with a corner pattern is you can look down this column, the column where two or three empty cells are, and see if there are any numbers out here that aren't in this box already. If there are, you could have 1 or 2 numbers, and they would go right here if you find any. In this case, we got a 1 here, and we just put a 1 there, so can't do anything with that. You can also look in this row, and like I said, this 2 doesn't have to be there, so you could have 3 empty cells here. Look in the row where the empty cells are and see if any of these numbers aren't in this box already. In this case, we've got a 3 here that isn't in the box, so we know the 3 is constrained to column 9 here. That means that a 3 cannot be anywhere else in this column. It has to be here or here. So that's a corner pattern and what it is and how it works. All right, let's put in some more numbers here. Put a 3 there. Got an 8 here, so that's an 8. A 9 here, 9 there, so that's a 9. All right, let's see. Okay, at this point, we're already running out of numbers to put in here. And so we need some help. And let me show you a couple of diagonal patterns that I found here. We've got a 6 and a 9. That's a diagonal pattern. Diagonal is where two cells are populated and they're diagonal, their corners are touching. They're not side by side or up and down. They're in a diagonal pattern. Now, if you find that, what you can do is you can look in this row and this column and see if you can find 2 numbers that aren't in this box already that are in both the row and the column. In this case, we have a 2 and a 3 there, and a 2 and a 3 there. So these are 2, 3 twins. Okay, now we can't solve the 2, 3 twins yet, but what that does is now that we've found twins here, we have what we call a hidden corner pattern. We have 2, 3 twins here and 6, 9. So this box right here has a corner pattern in it, or a hidden corner pattern, because we can't fill these numbers in. Now let's see what we can do with that. Well, we've got an 8 here and an 8 here. So we know that's an 8 because these are 2, 3 twins. This can't be an 8. So I'm going to put in an 8 right there. All right. And let me show you another diagonal pattern here. Same situation. We have an 8 and a 4 here and an 8 and a 4 here. So these are 4-8 twins. That creates another hidden corner pattern here. Now in this case, we got 4-8 twins there, 6 and 1. We got an 8 and a 4 there. They're already in the box. We have a 1 and an 8 and 4 here, and a 1 and a 9. We've got a 1 in there already, but we don't have a 9. So we know the 9 is constrained to row 3 here. And with this 9 ghost 9s here and 9 here, we know that the 9 in box 1 has to go in column 1, and therefore the 9 in box 4 has to go in column 3. So you can see how you can use the corner patterns or hidden corner patterns to find numbers. We found that 8 here. We constrained the 9 to row 3 and found this 9 constraint and this 9 constraint there. All right, now we're going to use those as we go along, and they'll help us solve this puzzle. So, all right, now I put an 8 here, and remember our corner pattern here? Well, we don't have an 8 in here yet. We don't have a 3. We noticed that before. So now we know these are 3-8 twins. So that means these are 5 and 6, and we've got a 6 there, so we can solve those. Okay, so you can see how we can find things because of this corner pattern here. Okay, now we've got a 3 and an 8 here. We've got a 3 there, so one of these is a 3. Got an 8, ghost 8s, an 8 there, so we know that's an 8. And now we've got an 8 here, so that's an 8 also. All right, we also have we've got a gate pattern here that we just used. 8 here and 8 going through the gate, so we knew the 8 had to be one of these two numbers. We've also got a 1 here going through the gate. Got a 1 here, so we've got ghost 1s there. So we have 1, ghost 1s. So 1 goes in one of these two cells. We got a 1 there, so I'm just going to fill that one in. I just noticed that. All right. And we've got a 4 here and a 4 here, so that's a 4. Of course, that was the 4-8 twins that we found earlier too. Okay, now we have a 3 and a 4 here. We've got a ghost 3s there and a 3 there, a 4 and a 4 there. So these are 3-4 twins right here. So we'll keep those in mind too as we go along. All right, now with this 4 here, we've got a 4 there. All right, now we've got an 8 here, so that's an 8 right there. All right, and with this 8, we can solve the 3-8 twins we found here. We know that's a 3 and that's an 8. And with this 3, we can solve our 2 3s that we found earlier. That's a 2 and that's a 3 right there. All right. All right. Now we've got another gate pattern here, a 5 going through it, and a 5 here. So we have 5, 5, 5. With that 5, we can fill in this one. 5, 5 here. Can't solve that yet. All right, and we're missing 1, 7, and 9 here. 1, 7, 1, 7. So that's a 9 because he's got 9 here, 9 here. 1, 7 twins. So that's 9 right there. All right, and we've got a 1 here and a gate pattern here. Oh, I'm sorry, that's not a gate pattern. Ignore that. But we got a 1 here and a 1 here, so we have ghost ones there. So 1, ghost ones. So one of these is a 1, so we can fill that in right there. All right, let's see. Now we've got a okay. Now let's look at this corner pattern again. This 5 right here, there isn't a 5 in the box, in this box, box 7. So we know that 5 is constrained to one of these two cells. So we got 5 here, 5 there. Our ghost 5's 5. One of these is a 5. And we can fill that in. And we can put a 5 right there. All right, now we're missing 6, 7, and 9 in column 9 here. There's a 7 and a 9 there, so we can put in the 6 there. All right, and we got a 4 here and a 4 here, so that's a 4. And that's a 4. All right, what are we missing here? 5, 7. So we can solve those. All right, now we have a, let's see, we're missing 2 and 6 there. Got a 6 there, so we can solve those. That leaves just one number here, which is a 2. And a 2 right there. So we're missing a 5 there. We're missing 6 and 7 here, which we can't solve yet. All right, we're only missing a 3 right there, so put that in. And 3, 3, 3. Now we're missing a 4 in that row. All right, now we've got a, let's see, let's look at this row right here. 1, 2, 6, 7, and 9. There's 6 and a 9 there, so that's a 7. There's a 9, so 6 and 9. With that 6, we can solve the 6 and 7 here. All right, now we're only missing 2 and 9 there. Got a 2 there, so you can fill those in. All right, now let's see. We got a, what are we missing here? 1, 6, and 7. 1, 6. Oh, there's a 7 right there, so that's a 7. That makes that a 1. And we're missing 1 and 6 there. So we can fill those in. All right. And then box 2 is only missing one number. That's a 5. We're missing, what are we missing here? 2, 7, 9. 2, 7, 9. 7 and 9 there. So that's a 9, that's a 7. Okay, here we're missing 2, 4, 7. 2, 4, 7. And now we're missing 6 and 9 here. Yeah, 6 and 9. So that's a 6 and that's a 9. And we got it. Well, there you have it. A puzzle solved using the diagonal pattern, the corner pattern, and hidden corner patterns. So remember you can use the corner pattern when you find them. If you find a diagonal pattern and you find twins, if you solve those twins, you've got a corner pattern. If you can't solve those twins, you have a hidden corner pattern which you can use. Well, thanks for watching and thanks for tuning in.